It's an important re-election year. What advice would some famous people give to President Obama to help him with that cause? First thing is, I would say, Barack. It's 3 points. First point is your hand. You got to take your thumb. You got to take your index finger. They got to get together very softly and gently extend. It's non-threatening. It's highly effective. Second point would be the lips. You got to bite them a little bit. Kind of shake it. Sends a mixed message that drives women crazy. Third point is the head tilt. Now, while overlooked, this brings it all together. 25 degrees, not 23, not 27, 25 degrees to the right. I feel your pain. Bro, Russell Brand here. Can you just pass a law? Just pass a law. You're the president, pass a law. Pass a law that makes Katie have to come back. She has to come back. I'm the president. Just very simple, put into action maybe next week or so. Okay, we'll work it out. Thank you. Jimmy Stewart, Barack here, to give you advice from the grave, from the past. It's the economy, you see? It has to be the economy. It's about money. It's Nick Cage, Barack. The ice caps, they're melting. It's vitally important that you win. You have to save us. Your first sketch is Alejandro Fitness. Alejandro Garcia es un futbolista famoso de Argentina. He's a famous soccer player from Argentina. While he was a soccer player, he developed this philosophy of the animal within. He, of course, is a lion. And he's taken that knowledge and he's put it into a fitness series. We find Alejandro at his gym, ready to inspire the masses.
Buenos días. Me llamo Alejandro Garcia, the famous football player from Argentina. You know, people say to me, Alejandro, how did you win all the world championships? I tell them, I discovered the animal inside. You see, inside of me is a lion. When I go to the supermarket, I am a lion. When I send an email to someone, I am a lion. When I make love, I am a lion. The key to discovering your potential in life is to find out what kind of an animal you are. Maybe you are a rabbit, a turtle, a little fish. Like I said, I am a lion. Come into my workout. I will show you in a 5-minute fitness DVD how to release that animal inside. We go.
The next sketch we have for you is Pacino's nursery rhymes. Al Pacino in his later years has been longing with passion to give back to the younger generation. He's done that through his unique take on nursery rhymes. He is in Mrs. Wilson's kindergarten class at Jefferson Elementary when we find him. Mrs. Wilson, I want to thank you. Let me come into your classroom here at Jefferson Elementary. It's kindergarten. I'm Al Pacino and I've written a book. Al Pacino's Nursery Rhymes. Very proud of this book. Girls, boys, you get to a point in life where you gotta give back. You gotta contribute to the next generation. Our journey for this live reading begins at Humpty Dumpty. Humpty Dumpty, he sat on a wall. I know what you're saying, Billy. You know where this one goes. You heard it before. My job is to tell you, through what I've learned, through what I know about life, how did Humpty get there? Flash back to the night before. Humpty comes home from a long day of work. He finds Mrs. Dumpty shacking up with some random egg. He leaves in a fury. He goes out, gets drunk as a skunk. He goes and hangs out with his friend John Daniels. Yes, little Eric, I know it's Jack Daniels. Your daddy knows him too. But when you know him like Humpty did, he's John. They hang out all night, have a grand old time. He sleeps knee-deep in his own vomit in a park on top of a wall. He wakes up the next morning. The sun is shining in his eyes. He's disoriented. He's wobbling. He falls to the ground. And I'll tell you what, this is what happens to our hero. He is broken! There's pieces of yolk everywhere. Nobody can help him. He has no medical care. Nobody can hear him scream. Mrs. Dumpty could care less. Finally, all the king's horses, all the king's men, they arrive at the scene. They're useless. They cannot put him back together again. Moral of the story, little Stephanie. If Humpty had been doing the Humpty, he wouldn't be in that predicament. Happy wife, happy life. Our third sketch is halftime. It's Texas football. You have Coach Kelly. He really is the musical director, but now he's been put in charge of the football team. They're getting slaughtered at halftime, 42-0, and he is determined to have them be pumped up and go and get it for that second half. But I'm being honest from the bottom of my heart, it's not all bad. And I know you're saying to me, Coach Kelly, how is it not all bad? You're the musical director. You just filled in for Coach Anderson a week ago, who, as you know, was removed by the administration due to improper conduct with a minor. We wish him best. This is St. Anthony's. You're the Eagles. We're halfway there. It's halftime. We're living on a prayer. Take my hand, and we'll make it, I swear. Oh, living on a prayer. Don't stop believing, okay? Hold on to that feeling. I get it. I get it. I need to talk to you like you're my own flesh and blood. I used to think that I couldn't go on, okay? That life was nothing but a sad, sad song. But now I know the meaning of true love, gentlemen. I'm leaning on the everlasting arms, because if I can see it, then I can do it. And if I just believe it, there is nothing to it. I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky. I think about it every night and day. And I spread my wings. Spread your wings, you're the Eagles. Spread your wings and fly away. I believe I can soar. We can soar. I see us running through that open door. Run through that open door, Eagles. I believe I can fly. Eagles on 3. Come on, baby. We got this. Bring it in. St. Anthony's Eagles on 3. 1, 2, 3. Eagles! That was good. God, thanks for making them feel better. I know they're probably going to get slaughtered, but I appreciate that.
Don't call my name, don't call my name. Alejandro, I want you, babe, I want you, babe. Fernando, don't wanna kiss, don't wanna touch.
Allow me to put on something more appropriate for the workout. There. That is much better. Much more appropriate for an effective workout. Now, I know at home you may be saying, Alejandro, where are we going to begin the magic of 5-minute fitness? Are we going to begin with perhaps the arms? The chest? The back, perhaps? I know. It must be the abs. I say, no, my friend. The legs! Why? They are the foundation. if you're going to be a lion or any animal for that matter, strong legs are the foundation. And of course, the foundation of legs is the squat. To perform the air squat, you take your feet, they should be hip-width apart. Check. They should be 30 degrees out to the side. Check. Hands at the side and sit your hips back and down until you achieve the proper angle. What's the proper angle? The proper angle is when you can pass the marble test. What's the marble test? You put a marble at your knee. If it rolls to the crease in your hips, you passed. I passed. And come up and down and up and down and up and down and up and down and up. If you were to do that simply 100 times before your breakfast, your lunch and your dinner, the results would be amazing. And you will be well on your way to releasing the animal inside, like me, Alejandro. Join me next week when we go into my very own martial art, which I made up. Alejandro Catu. Yes. Until next time.